Hey everybody, I'm Chad,
And I'm Jack.
coming to you live from the Rocket Van.
Rocket Van!
Yeah, Rocket Van. So we're having a really good trip. We have we started
Near the Mexican border.
near Stennis. Well, no, actually started in Stennis, drove all the way down to Boca Chica, which for those of you who don't know exactly where that is on the Rio Grande. It is the last bit of the United States where it meets Mexico at the Gulf of Mexico. So Boca Chica Beach that's the end of Texas down there. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous area, wonderful people. We had a really nice time. It was great seeing Starship and seeing SpaceX, and that's what inspired us to start this channel. You know, we want to be able to grow and grow the channel and be able to share some of what we find interesting. Because to go to these museums and stuff like that, it's a hobby of ours. So to add rocket launches to it is great. So we hope to be able to maybe educate and share and inspire. I mean, I know, how does it make you feel about trying to be an engineer?
I think it would be fun. It's definitely, what you're working on. You know exactly what you're doing. Not exactly, but you know what your goal is at the end.
Yeah, to see them work on this, and it takes a lot of really smart people and a lot of hard-working people. I mean, it takes both engineers and it takes people to build rockets. There's jobs for everybody in this kind of industry, so it's really good. So when we left Boca Chica, we left and we came to Port Canaveral. We were staying on Merritt Island, Florida. We watched...
we visited Kennedy for a couple days. We did some videos about that. You can go watch those. And then we toured a couple other museums. One that we really liked was the Titusville American Space Museum. That one was really nice, as well as the Sands Space Museum. I think it's the History Center, but it's kind of weirdly named because they put History Center. It's just a weird situation.
But I think it was...
But it's a very nice museum.
General Sands, I think, wanted it outside of the gates. It was an Air Force base at that time, Canaveral Air Force Base. But I think now it's a Space Force station. So, really nice. There's a Navajo rocket in it on the front of it. There's SpaceX building there. There's... you can't tour the SpaceX building, obviously.
What is it? Space Florida or Launch Florida? Something's right there.
There's a lot of things to see there. So we've done all that. Last night was to be our doubleheader because Falcon Heavy scrubbed. I mean, you saw the video most likely of hail hitting Rocket Van. So.
It's been scrubbed, I think, 3 times. They were originally going for Wednesday or Tuesday. Was it Wednesday or Wednesday? And they scrubbed it Wednesday morning. Then Thursday, scrubbed it Thursday afternoon when the hail was coming. Then last night, which was Friday, and then they pushed it back till today.
So to tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Actually, it's going to launch tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we're going to go back out to Jetty Park tomorrow night. It should launch a little bit after 7 tomorrow. So we're going to try to do a live stream again from Jetty Park. Hopefully, we'll be a little bit better set up. We're realizing as the crowds get bigger, it's harder and harder to stream live. We're going to figure these things out. And, we appreciate everybody who's subscribed. And we've met a lot of y'all in person. And just great, wonderful people that have supported us along the way. So we do appreciate that. I think we hit our first goal, which was to get 100 subscribers. So we did that. Our next goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers.
As of right now, we're at 126, so we're a good 100 or 12.6% away. We're 12.6% done.
Well, what I like to say is we just need some more subscribers so that we can do it. I do think one of the things that we haven't released yet that'll help us grow this channel, and that's going to be some of these detailed videos. We're going to start telling some of the stories of space and how things were done and why they're done it, because I think there's a story that's important to know. Is before, like a short I did was on this sequencer, and before we had computers, we still had problems. We still had to solve problems, and people did that in different ways, and really smart people. And you know, the workers from all different walks. It wasn't just the engineers. So sometimes it was the people down on the assembly line of the rocket that made some of the biggest changes that helped solve problems. I mean, I've heard that from people about the Apollo program. Is the hands-onness of some of these engineers and stuff.
And unfortunately, lots of it was not exactly documented, so you can't go and recreate what was done then. Because with the F1, there was so much combustion instability that they had to manually change things. Well, all of it was manual. But they manually changed things, and that was just in their brain.
Iterating. And they didn't have GitHub back in the day.
They didn't write it down. Just...
Well, they probably wrote it down, but
that was probably lost in the trash.
What I've learned a little bit about, so as we started talking to more and more people, so this has been good for us. I got to tell you, making this channel, because it made us have more conversations, and some of the conversations have been absolutely fabulous. I didn't realize how much of this stuff it gets thrown away, like literally tossed out. And so the American Space Museum, and they'll tell you, they didn't intend on having a museum. The museum found them because the artifacts started showing up. And you know, that's a great way to look at it, because they kind of have, I think they talk about 400 objects. You know, it's a very well done museum. It's not
big.
It's not big.
It's a decent size, but it's nowhere near anything.
It's not a Kennedy or a Houston or a Huntsville or anything like that. But what it is it tells the story. Like, for example, the button that they pushed to launch John Glenn into orbit is in there. They've got manuals from how the workers were supposed to remove the astronauts in a fire.
They have John Glenn's hard hat, like stuff that he would, random stuff.
Yeah, they've got prototypes for this or that. Jack got to hold his first space shuttle tile. I told him in school when we were kids.
It would happen at some point.
They'd bring it out and they'd put the torch on it. And that, for me, as well, I was even younger than Jack at the time. That was impressive. It would glow bright red. It was kind of something they would do in the 70s. Talking about the future with the space shuttle, you know, at that time. And now we're talking about the future with Starship and Artemis and a lot of the other technologies. It's not just this. So Starship's awesome. Artemis, awesome. The whole program, anybody working on the rockets, it's really interesting. It's that future, it's that moving that horizon forward every year that keeps us moving forward is important. So we really appreciate that. Now we're going to, I'll tell you a little bit about where we are tonight. We're in Sebastian Inlet in Florida.
Very, very nice area. The water is very blue. Very nice.
We're trying to catch up on a little bit of our videos and our work. I have a video. I had a little. Florida is not a good place to come without an air conditioner. So
no.
I have a story for you on that. So
that will be coming later this week.
So
Next
tomorrow
week.
I'm going to try to do that story. This is not the first time the rocket van has been added onto in the Home Depot parking lot. Let's just put it that way. Thanks to the people at Home Depot. So we'll get that story tomorrow, so check that out. But one of the things that we're going to head down to the Keys. So we're going to watch Falcon Heavy launch tomorrow night, so tune in for that. Then we're going to go down to the Keys for a couple days. And we're gonna work from down there, and
on the way back up, hopefully Thursday,
another Falcon 9. Only SpaceX. When I tell you, like, Falcon 9, Falcon Heavy, Falcon 9, Falcon 9, Falcon 9, it's just like back to back and back. We went out to look and see if we could see the barge today. We didn't see it. Did see 3 more cruise ships. That place is hopping with cruise ships. Matter of fact, we're going to post a short. We saw the Disney cruise go out yesterday, and we have the horns going off on it. It was pretty cool. So the Jetty Park is a great place to see it. If you do bring kids, inside the park, it was actually, the traffic wasn't bad, but it is right on the water, and there's rocks. I had to tell this one not to break a leg. So that's the dad in me is trying to protect him. So it is water, and it is a navigable waterway. So just be careful with that. But we met a lot of y'all at Jetty Park. We hope to be there tomorrow night. So tune in for the launch. We're going to try to do our first real live stream of the launch and try to catch it so you can see it right there on live. So, and I'll let Jack go ahead and tell you a little bit about some of the other stuff we're working on.
So, as you saw yesterday from the shorts that we posted, there was a Falcon 9 launch. Those went, as far as we can tell, amazing. Like, everything was perfect. They landed on Just Read the Instructions. I'm not sure if they came back into port yet. We didn't see Just Read the Instructions, and we did not also see a Falcon 9, which I think would be kind of hard to miss, just because, I don't know, it's just
big tall thing,
big
pointy object.
That went great. The Falcon Heavy, it was perfect weather, but they scrubbed for an unknown reason that they did not release. It was just, they said everything was fine with the ship and the cargo. So everything was fine there, but it would have been amazing if it would have launched, because it would have been back-to-back launches, and it would have been at night, which would have been really cool, but things happen. Jetty Park, as we were talking earlier, it's a nice little place. You're, I think, 12 miles from the launch pad, so you get a decent view of it. Again, as you saw from the last video that I think we just posted, you can see how far it was, so big distance, but it's enough for a rocket that's 200 feet tall.
Yeah, and one other thing, and then we'll let you go for the night. We have made some progress on stickers, so we're going to do a sticker release very soon. So pay attention, check it out in the videos. We're going to tell you how to request one of our stickers. At this point, we want to thank everybody who's taken the time and opportunity to subscribe. It's really helping us out to grow this channel. So we really appreciate you. Check us out tomorrow night for the live stream, Falcon Heavy. Now, I'll tell you, Falcon 9 was loud, but Falcon Heavy should be really loud.
Should be twice as loud, hopefully.
Yep, so we're excited. So for Rocket Van,
I'm Jack.
I'm Chad.
Roger, over and out.